Hello, Melbourne. Gee, I'm loud. Wow, so nice to see so many beautiful faces. My name's Lindie Gunston, closer, and I'm a psychic medium and teacher. And I'm based in Geelong, but I'm South African originally, so that's my accent. No relation to Norman Gunston for the older generation amongst us. A few laughs there, thank you very much. Excellent. Can I have a wave of hands for anybody that has not seen a medium work before? Anybody never seen a medium work? Okay, hands up if you have seen a medium work. Woohoo! Excellent. So you know the drill. So basically what I will do is I've got a very short amount of time actually. I have to go like the clappers. So I'll try and slow my speech down and not wobble too much. But what I will do is get a connection with the spirit world, and I will bring through some information that relates to somebody in the audience. Now, depending on my mood on the day, I might be able to go exactly to where I think it might be, or I just put it out there and see who can relate to that information. Is that clear to everybody? Excellent. So give me a big wave. Woohoo! That's what you're going to do when it's your loved one coming through in spirit, okay? Don't come and tell me, oh, that was my so-and-so, because I'll headbutt you. No, not really. I'm very nice. All right, so I know that I've had quite a few people in the spirit world as I was standing backstage trying to connect through with me. And I know very much there's actually been a young man that took his own life, and he's been hounding me all day. And I kept saying, mate, you just have to wait, you just have to wait. So I know that this young man took his own life. I do feel he's around 22 years of age when he passes to the spirit world. I know that his passing's out of left field, so there wasn't any signs that he was going to take his own life. It just happened. Spur of the moment. This is what I'm feeling as I connect in with him. I very much feel that he wants to connect with his mum. So I feel like his mum is here in the audience, or there's somebody that's very closely connected to his mum. And I know what comes in is a link to matching tattoos. This is what I'm feeling. Somebody's got matching tats. Okay? So this person who's got, and another friend perhaps got two matching tats. So does this resonate with anybody here? I'm actually quite drawn to this area of the room over here, but feel free if this information connects with you to please put your hand up. So young man, and okay, now this is what I'm going to struggle with because I can't hear you. Are you comfortable enough to come up here, my lovely? Or do you just want to give me a yell and I might be able to hear you like that? You don't understand the tats. The tats are very important for me, so I'm going to see who else can understand this information. Over here. Do you understand the matching tattoos, please? And do you understand the young gentleman around 22 years of age, please? Give or take, I'm a bit rubbish at telling people how old they are in real life. Yeah? You want to come up here, lovely? Oh, you brave girl. Give a clap, everybody. Now, I'm not used to sharing a mic, so you'll have to be brave. You all right there? Wonderful. What's your name, darling? Nikki. Thank you, Nikki. Do you understand this young man in the spirit world, please? Okay. Do you understand the matching tattoos? Because that's the most significant thing here that comes through to me. Are you well connected to his mum, please? And his sister as well? Okay. I'm definitely wanting to connect with you then, and I know that he's been hanging around me all day, but he would be like that. He is quite an outgoing character is what I feel here with him. I feel a very close connection as I connect in with you, actually, and I know that there's a very I know that's a great sign. There's a very mischievous side to this young man as well. I know that he could talk the hind leg of a donkey, and he would definitely make his presence known, so that's why he's hung around me all day here. His mum's not here today, is that correct? So you will go home and you'll tell his mum that her son came through, because I know mum misses him deeply. Of course, what mother wouldn't miss their son? She kisses his photo quite regularly. This is something that you'll be able to ask her. She picks it up and she kisses it. He tells me that he's been visiting her quite significantly. Recently there's been a dream, so I don't know if you're that well connected that you're able to ask her about this dream, but he wants to confirm that that's his visitation and that's him visiting her. Very much I know he shows me motorbikes, so there must be a connection to motorbikes. Does that make sense to you? I'm hogging the microphone, I'm so sorry. No, okay. Do you understand the connection to motorbikes? Mum will recognise.
No, not for him, I don't.
Okay, just ask Mum about it because there's something about riding motorbikes without a helmet on that comes in quite clearly here with him. But I know that he just wants to give an enormous amount of love to his mum because his mum was his world. And I know that his passing was out of left field. He just said he wasn't thinking clearly and it was a spur of the moment, you know, and he knows better now and he sees from a different perspective. He's just bringing Mum so much love, and I'm just going to leave that with you, and please pass that message on to Mum. Okay. My pleasure. Just watch a step down there. Beautiful. Thank you, everybody. Okay, so I've got to go really quickly because I'm very conscious that I've got 10 minutes, but my God, can I talk for 10 minutes? All right, so very much I know that as I connect now, I've got a father that wants to come through here. And again, I'm getting the tats. It must be because I got my first tats, so everyone wants to talk about tattoos. This is a gentleman in his 60s, possibly a bit older, but I feel like he's got a faded tattoo on his arm. It's like a backyard job, if you please. That's significant here with him. And I feel as I'm connecting in further with him, I know he passes very suddenly of a heart attack. I know he drops and he's gone. Bless his heart. I know that an ambulance is called, but I don't feel the ambulance quite makes it in time. So at this point, because I'm going so fast, I just want to ask who understands this information over here somewhere, please? Okay, I've got two putting their hands up, darling. Now, what's significant for me is the faded tattoo. Does that make sense to you? And do you understand heart attack, please? Yes? Do you understand an ambulance being called? Okay, you understand it. Is this your father or grandfather, your dad, darling? Oh, bless his heart. He's come through for you. Isn't that amazing that he's managed to connect with through all the spirits and he's come for you? Beautiful. He wants to give you so much love because he knows that he could be a bit of an arse this side of the world. You understand that? I'm so sorry to say that, but this is his words. You know, he is just so happy to connect with you. I know that he wants to say, I love you, because these are the words that eluded you when he was here, darling. And he's just giving you so much love. I'm overwhelmed with the love he has to give you, okay? Almost feeling your emotion, but I have to sort of disconnect from that a little bit. I know with Dad, a very charismatic man here as I connect in with him, but I know that his sense of humour could blow people away as well. He was quite funny, bless his heart. Sometimes people wouldn't be too sure how to take him, you know. Is he serious or is he joking? But he's still very much the same personality in the spirit world, but he has received healing and he is in a much better place, okay? I know that his parents are with him as well, okay? He must have had some dogs as well, because there's some dogs flapping around him in the spirit world. You understand that, please? Thank you. And I know here with him, he is so proud of how far you've come. You know, he said life could have been very different for you, but he's amazed at how far you've come, and you need to be very, very proud of yourself, and your dad's proud of you as well. He's talking about the connection, the spiritual connection that you've just rediscovered. Okay, so you've always had that spiritual connection, but you cut it off, correct? Yes? And I know that he's talking about this rediscovery, and it's so much stronger than it ever has been before. And he says, don't be afraid of the power. Don't be afraid of the power. Let it fuel you and let yourself achieve great things with that power, and know that all your loved ones in the spirit world are supporting you, darling. So I'm going to leave his love with you and say thank you very much. Thank you. How much? Okay, let's have a look and see. Okay, grandmother. Oh, beautiful. All right, I've got a beautiful grandmother coming in here. And I know that this grandmother had a very strong influence on you as a child. I feel like you lived with your grandmother. She was more like a mother figure, is what I want to say here. Very comforting feeling that comes with this lady. And I feel like this lady would have passed in her sleep. Just passed in her sleep, went to sleep, woke up in the spirit world. That's what I'm feeling here with her. The person that she wants to connect with is her granddaughter, and I know that there is a link to studying. So this granddaughter is studying at the moment, okay? I do feel that there's a link to having a lot of this grandmother's kitchen stuff. Like I'm looking in cupboards and I'm seeing massive amount of Tupperware, you know, like the old-fashioned 60s Tupperware. Good as gold, that stuff. Oh, here we go. You can understand all that information, my lovely? Thank you. And you understand growing up with this grandmother. She's more like a mum to you, is that right? You want to come forward? Don't know if it'll get any better if you come closer, but we'll try. Jeez, I can try. Better run. No, I'm only joking. Don't run. I don't sing for a reason. All right, my darling. I'll try and remember to share the mic. You're right up there? My weightlifting came in handy there. All right, my lovely. So you understand this as you being a grandmother, very strong influence with you growing up, correct? And you're studying at the moment, is that right?
Not formally, but I am studying.
Okay, great, because she just wanted that to come in as the link, so I understand that that's the connection here with you.
She raised me.
Beautiful, beautiful, because that's what she's coming forward here. Now, you must have heaps of that Tupperware.
It's very special.
Okay. Beautiful.
I've got some of her Tupperware that's older than I am.
Oh, beautiful. I know. And very much I know what you also have is some teacups with the roses on it, and there's a little gold rim on the top of the teacups here. And you must have broken a plate or cracked one of the plates as well.
One of the teacups was broken by a friend, and I cried.
Oh, Gran says she doesn't really care. She can't use them in the spirit world.
It was her 50th wedding anniversary.
Oh, well, maybe she gives a little shit. Bless you, darling. You know what? There's so much love that comes from her, and she appreciates that you keep her spirit alive and her memory alive, you know, because spirit aren't dead, are they? Spirit is spirit. We're just housing our spirits in human bodies. And your grandmother's very much around you strongly. And she talks about your own intuitive abilities and your own abilities as a healer as well. And she talks about how much, I can't say shit, how much stuff you've healed over the years. You know, you wouldn't be here if you hadn't done all that work, darling. So she wants to say, well done.
It's because of her.
She's an amazing woman.
I am because of her.
Absolutely. I'm going to say thank you very much and leave her love there with you, darling. Oh, my pleasure. Oh, bless you, darling. I think my time might be up. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, everybody. It's been absolutely amazing to connect with you all. I will be on the presenters table over there if you want to come say hi. Yeah, bye.